Get this, everything is just a guideline. Everything, well, first and foremost, everything is what it is until the meaning that you place on it. And the meaning that you place on it dictates the direction of which you take it. Now, let me talk about guidelines. So, anxiety. Society's taught you that it's a bad thing. They've demonized it, right? But it's really just an indicator. It's an indicator of, okay, there's that thing that I know that I should be doing that I'm not doing. I'm not fully expressing the energy that's not released, that's expressed, it's building up, it's backing up, and that feeling that you feel of anxiety is it's not getting done, right? And so you've got regret. You can use regret as a guideline. And did you know regret actually lowers the immune system as well as not doing the thing? And a decision, if you've got the common cold, let's say a common cold, you can usually track a common cold 30 days back to not making a decision. And so if you, something as simple as a indecision that you didn't make, indecision, that thing you know you should be doing, you don't do it, 30 days later you catch common cold, it lowers your immune system enough for 30 days later, legislation to come pop out and now express itself in a cold. Your immune system, you were run down, you were shut down, and so at all times we must be a full expression of us, which why I'm going to bring it back to this. Let's use this as a guideline. Every decision from pride of the individual that you're proud of. Wouldn't you love to feel proud all the time, to be fulfilled all the time, to be genuinely happy? Because happiness is really, again, society's taught you that it's the bar of chocolate, it's the instant gratification, everything's quick fix, everything's now, it has to be now, and so happiness is out with me. But let me tell you this, everything that you need is within you right now, right? And if it's already in you, you just need to embrace it and accept that and be a full expression of that. And so what's the rules that you're living by right now? And I'm dumping a lot on you, it's literally 2 minutes in. What is the rules that you have placed around about being happy? What is the rules that you've placed about life and success? What is success to you? What is success for you? What is it that you really want? And I know I'm going off on a tangent here. I did before, and I am again, right? And so, but I've got a lot to say here, and I've got some notes in front of me. If you see my eyes go down, I'm literally looking at some notes because I want to have a bit of. There's a few things that I want to cover just now. You know, being with your thoughts. That was something that was brought up in a call earlier on, actually. So being with your thoughts. Usually find when you put your head in a pillow, anybody that's driven, anybody that's entrepreneurial, most people aren't entrepreneurs because, well, they're entrepreneurial. Now, there is a significant difference. When I get a business, grow it up, it's all about the money, sell it on, boom, next business. Most people are entrepreneurial and they do lots of little things, but they don't fully do one thing. Anyway, you go to bed and then your thoughts start going wild, right? Your head goes wild, your head's 100 miles an hour. That's the first time you've actually sat in silence. You want the quickest way to experience your voice, your inner voice, is get yourself into the coldest shower that you could possibly go under. Don't distract yourself with anything. You see, that is what's the problem with the world. It's full of distraction, right? And so when you take out the distraction, when I'm in a culture, I would love to listen to a podcast or talks or any kind of talks, right? I would go to a mentor, one of my mentors, and listen to them, whatever the subject was. And it was one time when the signal went or something in the shower room, and I thought, and it instantly went off, and instantly my head got so loud, and it was what I would call, what Andy Frisella would call the bitch voice, right? And the bitch voice will seduce you, right? And it's got to tell you all the things to have you lead into regret, right? And so the bitch voice would tell me, it's all right, go and turn it back on, jump out of the shower and turn it on. No, I have to be under this shower for 5 minutes. No, it's all right. Or it would say, oh, you've only 10 seconds, nobody else knows anyway, you can just stop now. No, but you can. Oh, nobody else is watching, but so you can just stop. You don't have to go all in. You know, it's going to rationalise, it's going to help you rationalise and validate not doing what you know you should be doing, which is going to generate anxiety and regret, which is a lie because you didn't do it fully. And so not to do it fully is a lie, and it's a suppression, and therefore you're depressed, you're depressing yourself. It's not something that happens to you, it happens because of you, right? Understand this, we are just energy. And I really want you to understand that. We are spirit having a physical experience, right? And so, stay with me. if you're not being a full expression energy, just think about energy, putting a light switch on, like the energy that comes to the fuse box or whatever freaking box, and it's channeled to everywhere for the lights and stuff, right? You switch the light on, it's a wee block, and you switch the light on, and it opens the channel up, boom, lights on, right? It expressed itself, right? And it's expressing itself in the light, right? And so, where are you expressing yourself? When you don't fully express yourself, energy, right? You're blocking yourself, you're holding yourself back, it could be because of a fear. It could be a doubt, a fear, right? Which then you suppress. Doubt and a fear. It's all a suppression. Doubt and fear is to suppress. It's to shrink, right? We're talking South Star, not North Star, right? Up and forward, not backing down. And that's really what it is. And so anybody who is going through a bout of depression or anxiety, I really want you to truly understand and have a look around about, because there's a few things that could be happening here. You could be getting angry and frustrated, which is leading to depression because you've got boundaries and rules that you've not expressed, and so other people are crossing your boundaries, but you haven't expressed them. And so communication is important. Again, what is that? That's an expression. Communication is an expression, and so you need to express your boundaries. What are your boundaries? What is it that you want? How is it that you want to live? What is a life that you want to live? Ultimately, when you choose a goal in a way that you want to live, you can really peel it all back down to, how do you want to feel? Choose to feel that now. As crazy as that sounds, most people wait for an outside circumstance. I'll be happy when. I'll do that thing when. Right? The list goes on. When. No, how about now? Something shitty happens. You probably laugh at that in 5 years' time. Why not just laugh now? Why do you need to be mad? Because to get mad is just to lower your immune system and make yourself ill. You're poisoning yourself. Energy must flow, right? And so let's keep that flow. So you must just be you, and we hate on, I'm looking at this, we hate on what we gave up on. This is a double-edged sword, and I love this because I heard it before. We hate on what we gave up on, and most people will go to, yeah, that's right, yeah. Like, they hate on the success, they hate the fact that I'm growing, and they hate the fact that I'm going for this thing. Sure, but let's have a look at the other side of it. The thing you gave up on, you hated. You hate, right? And so both parties need to learn to be open again, right? And so one, they gave up on the dreams. Maybe they were people that pursued things and life happened and then they quit, right? And then they became resentful and bitter, the fact that they weren't being an expression and doing it. And so energy. And so they became bitter and twisted and frustrated, and now they just hate on everything that reminds them of what they, I really want to do this, but I'm not doing it. Anxiety, suppression, depression actually turns into cancer, right? And so then people hate on what they gave up on. Let's have a look at the other side of it. They gave up on that life of not knowing, and they stepped into pursuing something, and they're pursuing it. Let's say they have a shitty life before, and then they've gave up on drugs, they've gave up on alcohol. If that's you, congratulations. I absolutely love that. And so you're choosing the righteous way. And as far as I'm concerned, and so you gave up on the broke life, you gave up on the whatever life, you gave up on the life of surface, you gave up on the life of band-aids, and you decided just to be a full expression and go after what you want. You need to learn to be compassionate to the other people that are there. You don't know until you know, right? These other people need to learn to be open again. Maybe to forgive themselves. Maybe to allow themselves to be more hopeful again, right? And so be that pillar there for them. Let's not judge. May he, without sin, cast the first stone, as Jesus said, right? And so, what other notes have I got here? Let's have a look at some notes. So you're always looking for the highest truth. What is the highest truth? You see, most people will go to look for the highest truth. What is your truth? The truth that you want to live by. Most people will choose the lowest one. There's no resistance there. Choose the one that challenges you. Choose to step into that. What is it that's going to challenge you? That's your truth. You need to be living it and expressing it. Anyway, let's have a look at another little note here I've got. Ingrained within the nervous system. See, this is great. Ingrained within the nervous system. I've spoken about this and to this and from this a ton of times. And so, let's say somebody is really tense, they've been through a lot of stress and they want to relax. These people, a lot of people go towards smoking. And did you realise when people stop smoking, what do they start doing? Eating. What does blood do when you eat a lot of food? It goes to the gut. And then what does the nervous system do? You relax. See, when Tony Robbins said always find your emotional home, I didn't quite understand it. See, your emotional home is locked within your nervous system, and you'll always find a way to get there, right? And so for me, I always wanted I love just solitude, relax, right? I love my fishing. I just love water, right? I'm excited, I'm energetic, but I love my calm, right? And so very yin yang, and it's great. We always find a way to get there. So I smoked. I used to smoke a lot of pot, so I would get tense and then I would get relaxed. I would go to the gym, relaxed, eat a lot of food, relaxed, right? No matter what it was, right? And so you're always going to find with your nervous system your emotional home. So I thought it was really interesting. And again, on the call today, it was brought up about the deductive life. And I talk about the deductive life. Everybody in Western society anyway, we always talk about adding things, right? I couldn't possibly add that in. No, I couldn't possibly do that because I've got enough on my plate as it is. Well, do you like what you're eating? Actually, there's a point. There's a saying, I've got enough on my plate already. Are you enjoying what you're eating just now? Because now we're going to go to the words of Marcus Aurelius, deduct, right? And so quite actually, people that I've worked with and do work with, what they need to do and what we find out is they've got things that no longer fits who they have become and certainly where they're going. There's more they need to let go of. But it's about deducting, not just adding. You can't stack greatness on top of dysfunction. And so even though that is what we're calling dysfunction just now, has got you and served you and got you to where you're going, it needs to be let go of to evolve, to expand, to be a full expression of who you are now. Because we're always growing, expanding and evolving. Right? We talked about paradox as well. You go to the gym, you think you go to the gym to build your muscles, right? You don't. You go to the gym to break down your muscles. We go through a challenge, right? It's breaking down our beliefs. Something that you really need to be looking at is your belief system, right? And so we were all really firm on something. We looked at something. Cast your mind back 5 years ago, 10 years ago, hell, even a year ago. You either freaking died by the word of this is true, this is right? Now you look back and go, what the hell was I thinking? We need to do that daily. We need to evaluate our beliefs. Look at your beliefs just now. What do I need to believe to have this happen? What do I need to believe to be holding on to this? What do I need to believe? What do I need to believe? What do I need to believe now? What do I need to let go of now? What no longer serves me? What belief no longer serves the path that I've chosen? Let go. Let God. I talk to the attributes of God. What is God? Full expression, all out, attack, one way, keep going, grow. We're in the physical. For us to grow, we must just let go. It's in it. Let go, grow. Let go, grow. That's a cool wee rhyme. Let go, grow. I've got me singing songs now. Anyway, the devil wants you to lose hope. That's it. Don't lose hope. Never comply to those thoughts. Stay hopeful. Stay hopeful. Stay full. Stay full of life. To be hopeless is to be, if you're not growing, you're dying. And so to be hopeful, you're living in hope and you're full of life. And it could be said that you're full of faith as well. Faith is just action. How do you work that one out, Chris? Well, you're doing a thing, right? So you believe something's going to happen, right? You know it's going to happen, right? Yeah, it's faith, it's action, it's all out, it's gone. It's like, this is happening, this is done, this is getting, like, through hell or high water, I am making this happen. It is done, thank you, God. Right? Like, so when you let go and you let God, you step into the attributes of God. The attributes of God is to grow, evolve, expand. Just look to nature. If it's not growing, it's dying. And it's always growing to some degree. If you don't see nature growing on the surface, it's growing subsurface. You're growing subsurface. That's why you must stay hopeful, because the thing that you want, as long as you're sticking to the process, is actually happening. Look at the Japanese bamboo, for example. 5 years, it's rooting down, grabbing all the nutrients. On the 5th year, boom! Like, I don't know how high it grows, but it's freaking tall. I've been told it's freaking tall. And that's overnight. What's the baby doing in the womb? It's absorbing all the nourishment and nutrition and the nourishment, and it's getting nourished and it's getting nourished, and it starts drawing down from the moment from the mother's brain to develop its brain. If that's not replenished, that's called postnatal depression, and that's why my mum opted out of life. But in that opt out of life, a gift was gifted to me from that scenario to be the giver of life. You don't see that at the time. We maybe missed that. I'm grateful for everything. Be grateful for everything. Have the attitude of that's good. That's great. Because you don't know. You just don't know, do you? It might appear perceived to be bad at the time, but God may be just taking something away because you were going off course and you didn't know. And God's saying, I need to bring them back on track here and take this away. And it's going to look not too good and they're going to be really dismayed, but like they're going to see how many times in the past has something really terrible happened and you look back now and you say, thank God for that. So when you have the attitude of that's good, that's great, that's phenomenal, and I'm dumping a lot on you just now, but I'm just in the flow. Have that attitude. That's great. No matter what, that's good. It's good, because there is good. Because if something's a huge bit bad, then a huge bit great's just happened. It's fact. There's in, there's out, there's up, there's down, there's black, there's white, right? It's happening. Stay hopeful. Keep doing it. Keep pursuing it. I believe in you. Because if I can do stuff, you can do stuff. You want to be a bigger expression? Decide to be it. What do I need to believe to be excited? What do I need to believe right now to be a full expression? Believe it. Why not? I encourage you to believe it. Delete every belief that says, no, you're not enough. You shouldn't be heard. You should be silenced. I should be just seen and not heard. No, fuck no. You should be seen and heard. You should have your cake and eat it. Or otherwise, what's the point of the cake? Right? I don't eat cake. Don't eat cake. I'll come and get you. Right? I don't eat sugar. So, that's it. This has been a great conversation. I want to hear, actually, in the comments, what you've taken from this. Has this brought anything up for you? What has this brought up for you? What thoughts have been provoked in you? What ideas have you came across because you heard this? You see, your opportunity is in the challenge. I want you to be grateful for your challenges. I want you to be really grateful for your challenges. I want you to be excited for your challenges. And when you don't have them, I want you to look for something to challenge you, right? That's why I go to the gym. I challenge myself all the time. That's why I'm constantly reading books. I'm challenging myself to look at new beliefs, look at new ways of looking at things. That's why I do this. I'm challenging myself to come on and to share. That's it. It's just a different medium. I'm just talking to myself, but I'm talking to you, right? If you're watching this, I'm connecting with you. If you're still here 18 minutes in, fucking hell, like, you're doing well. I love that. Anyway, be great. Expect and demand greatness. Demand yourself the attributes and steps of the individual that you admire, that you are inspired by. The individual of pride. The individual that you're inspired by. Don't look for somebody else to inspire you. You inspire you. Everything you need is within you right now. Accept that, embrace that, and express that fully, all out. Because if you're only 99% all out, that's not all out. It's all not out. It's either all or nothing. You've heard that, right? Do or die. All or nothing. It's 100% or nothing, right? There's no 99%. It's 100% or nothing. You can't dip your toe in the water. You need to go all the way in. Be great.